Hello, my name is Paul Langano, and today we will be talking about the spotted owl. So, first, some background on the spotted owl. The spotted owl is an endangered species. It was officially added into the list on June 26th of 1990. The spotted owl prefers to nest in old-growth forests. What I mean with this is any tree or any forest that is 200 years or older. The spotted owl has a very unique way of nesting. It actually does not build its own nest. Instead, the spotted owl recycles old ones. Spotted owls have been found nesting in mammals' nests such as squirrels or other raptors' nests. In other occasions, spotted owls have been found nesting in nest-like structures like snap trees. In addition, the spotted owl is very similar in appearance to the barred owl. We will later talk about what the significance is between their similarities and how the barred owl has actually affected the spotted owl. Like I said before, the spotted owl is an endangered species, so authorities have taken initiative to protect the spotted owl and its habitats. Foresters don't practice clear-cutting methods anymore. What I mean with this is that special trees that are vital to wildlife, for example, the tree that is featured in the picture to the very left has a W marked in with orange paint. What that means is that that tree will not be cut down. So any logger who is in the area will automatically see that this tree is protected. Not only have trees been protected, but also old-growth forests have been protected. So no more logging will ever take place in old-growth forests. Also, spotted owls have now been monitored. Biologists will actually go out and search for spotted owls both during the day or night, and they will hoot for them and try to see if they can find nesting pairs. If any owl in the pair is not tagged, the biologist will actually catch the owl and tag the owl. That way, biologists keep track of owls in the area. The two right pictures you see a biologist tagging a tree. Information in the tags include the name of the biologist, the date the nest was found, and the time the nest was found. And like I said before, no logging will take place near the area until the biologist gives the final go-ahead. To locate a spotted owl, biologists use different techniques. To determine if an owl is in the area, biologists have to hoot. Biologists can hoot using their own voices, using air-operated calls, or using electronic calls. Once an owl answers to a hoot, biologists have to physically find them. Sometimes this is easy, and other times this is hard. A good pair of binoculars comes in very handy when trying to spot a spotted owl up in the canopy. Baiting the owl is another option. Baiting the owl, however, usually means that biologists will catch the owl. Biologists can catch an owl either by using a long stick called a banding pole with a noose, and they will wrap the noose around the owl and quickly lower the owl to themselves to avoid strangling the owl. The second option would be to place a mouse on the tip of a stick that is about 2 feet in length and let the owl swoop down at the mouse, and as the owl is swooping down, the biologist will actually swoop at the owl's talons and catch the owl. In the upper left, you see a biologist placing a mouse at a lower branch to try to get the owl to come to him so he can actually catch it. On the bottom left, you see the tools used to tag the owl. On the upper right, you see the tags that go on the owl. The burgundy tag is for the California Fish and Game. The other tag is special to the owl, so no other owl in the area has that same tag. On the lower right, you see how a biologist actually handles a owl once it is caught, and of course in the middle are the mice used to bait these owls. Now I will show you some video clips of how a biologist goes out in the wild to find these owls.
too rough for them. They'll grab you. Cooking is down.
So why hasn't the spotted owl recovered if authorities have done all these things to try to make its recovery successful? Well, one of the main reasons is the barred owl. The barred owl is an invasive species that is affecting the spotted owl greatly. It is actually very territorial and very aggressive. There has been reports of the barred owl actually killing the spotted owl. Furthermore, it's displacing the spotted owl's population. So, for example, if one year a spotted owl is nesting in a tree, the barred owl will come and it will kick the spotted owl away. So the barred owl will be nesting in the tree. So therefore, it has reduced the spotted owl's ability to reproduce successfully. Well, because it's not leaving any trees or nesting sites available for the spotted owl to nest. And what have authorities have done? Well, in some locations, they have proposed to remove the barred owl. They would start with a small scale plan, and then if the small scale plan fails, they would go into a large scale plan. So basically, when they say removal, that means killing off the barred owl, and that raises controversy among people. So they haven't actually started to do that yet. In addition to the barred owl, the spotted owl faces an even stronger enemy, and that is climate change. Climate change is significantly changing the forest ecosystems. Managing a forest is thus more difficult due to the unpredictable future in the climate in a region. The 20th century saw temperatures rise 2 degrees Fahrenheit in the Pacific Northwest, and it is expected to continue to rise. Changes in temperature will call for changes in precipitation and in different ecosystems throughout the Pacific Northwest. Researchers at the University of Washington predict that there will be wetter falls and winters along with drier and hotter summers. Some ecosystems will become water limited, while in some water will be too abundant, which will hurt both its inhabitants as well as its overall productivity. Climate change is responsible for 84% of the spotted owl's population drop in Tai, Oregon, and 78% in the Oregon coast study areas. Furthermore, changes in the spotted owl nesting season have negatively impacted the overall success of reproduction. Reproductive numbers in spotted owl population have been really low in Mendocino County due to late spring rains. The colder, wetter springs force adult spotted owls to abandon the nest because it reduces the time that a spotted owl can endure nature. The male spotted owl may not be successful at bringing back food for nesting females and chicks. Not only will the chicks be at risk, but adults may die due to starvation. In addition to the shortage of food, the temperatures will affect successful hatchings of chicks. Recently born chicks exposed to low temperatures combined with moisture will not stand a chance of survival. They will freeze to death. Furthermore, juvenile spotted owls may not be able to make it through their first winter, which lowers mating recruitment, a period when juvenile members of a species survive to be added to the population. Warmer temperatures will affect rodent populations. This is detrimental to the spotted owl's recovery because the spotted owl will lose an important food source. The rodents population will drop because the rodents themselves will lose an important food source, which is vegetation that grows better in more moist conditions. In addition, the warmer temperatures will increase the size and intensity of insect outbreaks, specifically the pine beetle. Of course, this will only affect pine forests, but it is still detrimental to the spotted owls who are nesting in pine forests because they will lose their home. Areas affected by pine beetles are extremely damaged. The results are just devastating. And of course, the drier the land, the more vulnerable it is to forest fires. And forest fires are just more devastating than pine needle outbreaks or any other insect outbreak. They basically destroy life. What authorities have done? Authorities have done everything they can do. The rest lies within Mother Nature, but due to climate change, ecosystems are also changing. The changes we see can benefit a species, but for others, the changes can be drastic, as in the spotted owl's case. However, biologists cannot stop climate change. They can only study and warn the people of the changes Earth will see in the future. Large-scale human effort is the only solution to slow down the drastic changes that are putting species in danger around the planet. Only then will the spotted owl and the other endangered species around the world stand a chance for recovery. I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation, but most importantly that my presentation helped raise awareness that climate change is real and it is happening. There will be terrible consequences in the future if we continue to do what we are doing today, which is polluting the planet with CO2. Like I said before, large-scale human effort is the only way to stop or to at least lessen the intensity in which we will be affected by climate change in the future. Thank you.